What you got, Los, a Pepsi? Yeah, we live.
Yo, what up?
What up, Los? You put the extra bass in that, bro? You little extra bass.
What's happening? What's happening?
What? You get that presence all up in there? What's happening, bro?
What's happening?
Damn, it took forever. We had to build it while we fly it. Big shout out to Carlos. He made it happen. We are going to do a call-in show tonight.
Yeah, we made it happen, unfortunately. It was, this is what happens when your PC automatically updates to Windows 11 without your authorizations.
See, that's why you got to stop messing with them Windows, Los. Stay on the Macs, bro.
I know.
Mm-hmm. I know you prefer the Mac OS. What up, good people? Let me do some hellos because people were waiting for us to go live. So,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hashtag Mod Squad. Let's do it. Big Kaz, what up? Absolutely. Lots of ways to support the SMT. There's the different ways to donate. You guys can buy me coffee. Big shout out to Joe, who actually just bought me a coffee. I got notified from the Buy Me a Coffee app. About to brew some straight up. All right. Keep me caffeinated and keep me motivated. Dude, Ricky bought me a ton of coffees. Jose, Lavendi, you know, the crew, the homies. They definitely looked out. Tony bought me a coffee. RF Waves, a bunch of people have. You guys are great. Thanks for supporting. Big shout out to Carlos for telling me about Buy Me a Coffee. Been awesome, bro, helping out the channel. Big shout out to Archie Mobile. I hope I didn't forget anybody else, dude, on the Buy Me a Coffee stuff. Joe, David, Ryan, thanking me for coverage on the telco. Franco. Some people just put someone, so I don't even know who they were. They just kind of randomly, anonymously, you know, whatever. So thank you.
This is the world.
Anonymous. That's right. Austin, what up, man? Austin, make sure you call in tonight, homie. All right. Joe, thank you, man, by the way. What's up, Frankie? What's going on? TJ is here. Stace. Jessica is here. Big J. Who do you think would be the best carrier for an over-the-road truck driver who covers the lower 48 states? That would make for a great call-in question. But honestly, man, lower 48, you know, I think AT&T's got a great national, got a great national network. Verizon does too. You know, we know that T-Mobile does have some coverage issues in some places. You know, I think you kind of run the risk, unless they got roaming agreements that can help shore up those holes. Especially out west, right, Los? That's the tough part. I think for most carriers, it's out west. You know,
bro,
the east is covered for the most part. It's the west that's tough.
I would say have a combination of AT&T and Verizon. Verizon your primary, and then AT&T your sub. Your numero two, strong two.
And you know what? You can always get a T-Mobile test drive. Download it and see how good it is for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to buy their service. You could try it for free. You know, what do they call that, Los? Test drive, right? Yeah. They give you what, like 30 gigs of data a month for 3 months?
You're right. The unlimiteds of the world.
Unlimited? Dang.
The true unlimiteds.
There you have it, bro. Just give it a shot. Well, what's the worst that could happen? You know, you didn't end up paying for it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Archie? What up, Rich? Adam's in the house. Big Troy is here. Got some members up in the house. Zero Cool is here. Terrence, welcome. What did Cameron do here? He said, got a free line of Magenta MAX. You got the Mag, bro.
I think he meant Magenta MAX, but yeah, we get it. We got it.
What up, Scott, Mr. Alvarado? All right, Andrew, what is going on, sir? Didn't T-Mobile do a study and they declared themselves the best in interstates? I wouldn't trust a self-study. You could say whatever you want, right? Sneed Mobile Tech conducted a study, and he says that Sneed Mobile Tech is the biggest YouTuber. You know, it's
Yep.
When you say things about yourself, I mean, it's not to be trusted, you know. AT&T or Verizon would be great for truck drivers. I think T-Mobile is on the way to getting there, but not quite yet. Yeah, we live, Zero Cool. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Test drive right now. That's right, Sam. You could do it for free. That's right. We got Killer B in the house.
Yep.
Yeah, get him in here, bro. What up, B? Mike West in the house. What up, bro? Darian is here. Shout out to Darian. Antonio's in the house. Steven. I got blocked. Couldn't add free lines.
Yeah.
What up, Christian? What's up? What's up? What's up? We cover the most interstate highway miles with 5G. Our powerful extended range 5G covers 325 million Americans nationwide. That includes over 90% of the U.S. interstate miles. Yeah, I know what they say. Then there's like the real world, right? Every carrier lies on coverage maps and what they say and all that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. All 22,000 of my subscribers. That's right. I'm massive. Yeah. All right, Los. Let's do the first story, and then we can start taking calls. Looks like we lost B, though. I have no idea why. I don't know what happened. All right, let me set up the screen share. All right. First of all, let's do some shout-outs. Shout out to our partner, Mint Mobile. If you guys are looking for a good deal on wireless, you can get it using the partner link. It's in the description. You got great deals, like legendary customer care, and you can help out the channel in the process. So that's one thing I recommend exploring. Additionally, buy me a coffee. I need caffeine. Hook it up. All right, buy me a coffee, link in the description. All right, that's it. All right, next thing. Dish to conduct 5G tests at 800 megahertz. Los, are you a fan of the 800 megahertz?
I mean, if you want to go with 13, 14 megahertz nationwide, I guess.
Bro, it ain't 13 or 14 megahertz nationwide. It's like 5 megahertz nationwide.
No.
They got 5 megahertz here.
Well, that's the thing. It was never fully deployed. Some markets had 10, dude. Some had 8.
Bro, we literally had 2.5. 2.5 was guard here.
Yeah, it's all bad, man. I mean,
I don't know about this. I mean, doesn't Dish still have to pay T-Mobile for this?
Either way, yeah.
Yeah, and capital right now is all going towards the network, right? The tower build, tower construction.
Oh yeah.
What up, B?
What up? Isn't 800 band 25?
26.
And 26.
Oh, I thought band 26 was 850.
Band 25 is the PCS G block.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1900 megahertz. All right, so conducting 5G tests. So what are they basically saying? We're going to test this out, see if it's worth us buying.
Yeah, because it can be used for carrier aggregation.
Of course. Yeah. With 5G NR, you can aggregate low bands, right?
Mm-hmm.
You previously couldn't with LTE. So it says here 13.5 megahertz nationwide, $3.5 billion. If they don't buy it, they're going to be paying a $72 million cancellation fee of some sort to T-Mobile. The companies revealed that it's not a must-have. I guess we'll just start with this. Do you guys think they should buy it? Should they buy the 800 megahertz from T-Mobile at the value of $3.5 billion for 13.5 megahertz bandwidth of that frequency?
No. It's overpriced.
What's it worth?
You want me to keep it real?
Yeah, keep it real.
I would say no more than 100 million.
What?
Dead ass, bro.
Spectrum.
I'm serious.
Sheesh, Brandon. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I agree. I mean,
Wow.
It sounds like Dish never really wanted the 800.
Yeah, but they do. They're the type of network, you know, because of the tower grid. Obviously, it's going to be a little weak for a while. Where the low band is really going to be their saving grace, man. They don't have grids that are tight enough to really push the mid-band story. You know what I mean?
I mean, don't they have plenty of 700 and 600?
Plenty of 600, sure.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but plenty is a 10 by 10. You know.
Oh yeah, that's.
I guess in some places, Los, they got 15 paired.
15 paired and 20 paired, depending
20
on
paired, yeah. So in my market, they're 10 paired. What are they in Vegas? 15?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It is a little expensive, you know, considering what it is. I don't know, about 100 million, Los. You're crazy, bro.
I'm dead serious, dead ass, bro. It's only 13 point some megahertz average nationwide, and then who knows when the other rest of the 800 megahertz will ever get released for auction, which it hasn't in the last 20 something years. You think it's going to the next 10, 15? No.
Yeah, but being that their network is going to be relying so much on coverage, you know, it's not going to be a dense network. You could see, like, you know, the emphasis on coverage bands, you know, full power, low frequency, penetration, indoor coverage, you know, that kind of thing. They just don't have the grid to really push the DoD, you know, to push even the AWS. You know what I'm saying, Los? It's just not there, man. The fact that they're doing a standalone network probably helps a little. You know, man, this is tough. They definitely will not be spending that money on the spectrum. They don't even have the capital. I mean, look at what the company is going through right now. What money? You know? Real quick, by the way, Los, if you want to put the number up, do we have a banner for that or anything? We could start fielding calls on this topic. I'm interested to see what the nation thinks. If you guys want to go ahead and give us a call and ask any questions or offer comments, yeah, hit us on the hotline. The number is 702-605-6551. Call us on this topic. We're going to open up the lines for this particular story. Should Dish purchase the 800 megahertz frequency from T-Mobile? It's 13.5 megahertz of bandwidth. It's a low band channel. And in my opinion, I think it's going to be important to their coverage, and it can also offer them some capacity. If they shouldn't do it, give me your reason why. If they should do it, give me the reason why. I think they should. I just know that they don't have the money. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, like, if they had the dough, they would have already bought it by now. Don't you agree?
Would y'all be surprised if Peter Adderton bought it?
Yeah, I'd be surprised. Right? Hey, John.
Oh,
Hey, you know what's crazy, dog? I got him on the clickbait. I got him to click on the video. I got him.
No,
oh man, you trolls, man. You guys are something else, man. Hey, John, give me a call, man. Hit up this number, 702-605-6551.
And forever state your piece.
Yeah, or just, you know, keep hating from the background.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, man.
Oh, God, man. Gotta love it, bro. Gotta love it. Did you see what Bobby's saying? He's saying that Spectrum does data caps. I mean, I know that they do get data caps. I mean, I don't think that's new.
Most cable ISPs do.
Yeah.
Right? The only time we...
So Spectrum does not do data caps right now at all. There are talks about them starting them in June. Because they made a promise that they said in the time, the FCC said in the time order charter merger said that they're not allowed to do data caps, but they could do whatever they want to after the 6 years thing.
Oh, wow.
We're going to start at 1 terabyte.
They're probably going to do something similar to what Comcast does in Cox.
Jesus, imagine that. So come on, guys. If anybody wants to get on this topic, you guys see the number in the banner below. Let's get these calls going.
Los, we got our first caller. Is that what that is?
No, I'm just
Okay. It's ready.
It's ready, bro.
Got it queued up.
Oh yeah. We got a caller. We got a caller on the line. Let's see here.
Oh yeah. By the way, make sure you tell us your name and what state you're calling in from.
All right, there you
Andrew
go.
calling about Dish.
All right, talk to me, buddy.
Is this Andrew? Caller, you're on the air. What's going on? I don't know if you can hear us. Yo, caller, can you hear us? Guess not. Try calling us back.
Yeah, give us a call back. We'll see if we can figure out the connection issue.
All right, we got another one. There we go. All right, you're in the air. Can you give us a
Your
name?
name and what state you're calling from.
Can't even hear him. You gotta speak up.
Yeah.
Sounds like yeah, bro. They out. You already know that was probably that person. You know, they got a troll, bro. That's crazy, bro. All right, caller, you're on the line. You're on the air. Can you give us a name and the state you represent? How can we help you? Hold on, can you turn it down? All right, you're in the air. Hold on,
Yeah, make sure you guys turn off the YouTube when you guys are calling in, because then we'll just get the echo and it'll be behind and all that.
Can't even hear him. Gotta speak up.
This is just an echo.
Yeah, they can go pound sand. Here we go. This is Andrew. He's calling back. All right, Andrew, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yes, you're on the air,
Andrew.
Andrew.
I cannot hear a thing.
Let's see if you could figure out the audio on that. If
All
we
right.
can get him some sound.
All right, hold on a second there.
Build it while you fly it.
All right, can you hear us? Oh God, what the heck is going on?
Old music channel, guys.
There we go. Can you hear us now?
That Google Voice thing, man. You guys upgraded.
What's going on, Andrew?
Yeah, it should be working. Huh. Andrew, can you hear us?
Still cannot hear anything. I can hear myself over the stream, but I can't hear any of you over the phone.
We'll see if you could figure that out in the background. I'm going to take this super chat real quick.
Okay.
Big shout out to Franco B. What is up, my friend? Member and longtime supporter of the channel. Appreciate you, bro. He said, Dish Wireless is failing on a massive note right now. However, their system's still down after almost 3 weeks. My dude, that is a great question. How their systems are still down is because they are basically rebuilding their systems from scratch. So they are essentially putting together all the abilities, capabilities, features, programs, commands, tasks. They're doing all of that literally moment by moment, day by day, right? Gaining features, adding features. You know, they literally got taken down. You know, when they got that whatever ransomware hack, cyber attack, whatever, it literally took down the entire company. Dish TV, Dish Wireless, Boost Mobile, Boost Infinite, the whole shebang. They took down everything. So yeah, them being down for several weeks actually makes sense. The thing is I don't think we realize what it takes to rebuild those systems, right? And there are companies that do this, but they do it before companies start operating, right? They adopt a system that's already made. This is probably something that would normally take weeks to develop, and here they are trying to do it while they're operating a business. First of all, I just want to say I do not envy the people that have to do this work, like the people at Dish that are trying to restore, rebuild, reestablish those systems. That is a very challenging, difficult task in and of itself, right? Now trying to do it while a business is supposed to be operational, that sounds incredibly impossible, right? So yeah, and they've talked about backups. Where were the backups? How many backups did they have? We don't know all the details, but that's why you see such a long duration of time, where things have been down. So big shout out to Frank. Thank you, man. Yeah, Andrew, what's going on?
No.
You can't hear it. You can't hear Steve?
No.
Yeah, what do you... Yeah, we got audio? We trying to fix this? Yeah? Okay. All right, let's see what else you guys are saying in the live chat. What up, David? David. Yeah, Bobby, give us a call. Maybe try in a few minutes once we kind of figure things out here. The number will be scrolling at the bottom. RF Waves, I agree, man. This is costing huge money. Big time money. Just think about all that labor, all those hours, right? The developers, the programmers, the engineers. Absolutely. We're still trying to get sound on the call. Well, you know what I do when we ain't got no call? I turn them beats up. What is this here? This one on? Let's try this. Boom, boom, boom. Turn it down. All right, Los. There you go. Carlos wants me to run it like a library. No music in the library. Oh, snap. Good looking out. Franco hooked it up with the buy me a coffee. Franco said, gotta stay caffeinated with that coffee. Thanks, man. There we go. I can hear myself. Get an echo. Sneed After Dark. Come on, man. Not yet. We got to hit the 1 hour mark before we do the Sneed After Dark show. Yeah, systems are still down. That's right, Troy. That's right.
Hey, Steve, do you think with this outage and Dish Network losing more TV customers and wireless customers that the company is going to become less valuable to a point where Amazon kind of likes it to a point where they might just buy the company out faster?
My concern is not whether or not Amazon will buy it. I think the concern is just the regulatory side of that. You know what I mean? Like, do you think regulators are going to be friendly to Amazon buying a carrier?
Nope.
I feel like that would be basically a small miracle if regulators permitted that. Because, I mean, what company can create the free cash flows and have the capital to reinvest in it? Like, literally within 5 years, they could have the biggest network. They could have the highest capacity network. You see what I'm saying? And they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear it?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Andrew, talk.
You there?
Hey, Andrew.
How you doing? You
What's
guys
going
got
on,
like a Philippine call center answering for you guys now, or what?
We
We're
got
trying to build it while we fly it, man. That's all.
Yeah, I heard the Verizon hold music. That's great. Get on the phone with that a lot.
Carlos, you got the Verizon hold music?
Yeah, bro. Of course.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What's going on, Andrew? Questions, comments, or anything from the earlier topic from Dish?
I'm just worried that Dish is gonna, if they buy it, they'd have no money left over to deploy it in any meaningful way in any good amount of time.
That's a good point. I wonder how much they've already spent. Have they spent about $3-4 billion so far? I mean, that would be basically their capex from the last 2 years, right?
How far have they expanded so far in their wireless build out? They're not in every state yet, are they?
17,000 tower sites.
Okay.
I think they're covering.
Verizon has 700 megahertz. T-Mobile has 600 megahertz. And Dish is coming out. What does AT&T hold again?
AT&T has 2 different forms of 700 megahertz. They've got band 12 and band 14.
Oh yeah, because they gave it to T-Mobile in a failed merger, right?
Like 5 megahertz of it, the band 12.
Yeah, I'm just worried about Dish's financial situation. If they build it, will people come? It's not exactly a field of dreams kind of scenario. So,
well, I mean, you ain't lying, bro. Look at the current situation, right?
Mm.
So it's pretty public at this point. I mean, what is people's perceptions going to be of that company?
Weren't they toying with a name change too? I mean, I don't think of wireless service when I think of Dish. I think of, the Blingo whatever DVR they forever that lets you skip commercials. That's all I think about. So,
but keeping it Boost something gives it some kind of name notoriety, right?
I think people associate Boost with the strip mall. That's where you go to get a real cheap phone. I don't know if they were to buy and try to compete in the premium space, if they could do it under the Boost name.
I think they should call it Infinite Mobile.
Call it what mobile?
Infinite Mobile.
Infinite. Yeah, that's a better name. No, boundless, I'd say. I mean, if they were to buy it from T-Mobile, and I'm concerned it would help T-Mobile more than it would help Dish. That's all.
Franco coming in with the hot take. Hot take: T-Mobile isn't really lowering capex; they are saving their money to buy out Dish. Voice calls and rural coverage are solved on the T-Mobile side. Yeah, that's definitely something.
They would really have a steroid network.
Well, the N71 channels get super deep. If there
was one company that would be well suited to buy Dish, it would be T-Mobile. I mean, they're the ones experimenting with standalone. They already have N71. So I just don't know what that time frame would be.
Yeah, and then you got those synergies with that whole like DirectTV TV thing with AT&T.
I mean, there's some talks that DirectTV and Dish Network might possibly merge.
Mm-hmm.
DirectTV is no longer under AT&T's umbrella, right? That got spun back out.
Mm-hmm.
And T-Mobile doesn't really have any of their T-Vision stuff they toyed with for approximately 3 months before they sent everyone a letter that was like, hey, sorry, we're not doing this. Here's YouTube TV.
Yeah, they got smacked around by those carriage contracts or whatever.
But
they're like,
really,
hell with that.
They did. So.
But
I don't
But AT&T does have a majority say in what they do with DirectTV and their video products.
No, I think it's a standalone company. I think it's just ownership.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any say on anything. It's been completely spun off.
Although they still are pushing FirstNet on DirectTV. If you leave your TV for too long, it starts to go to commercials, and they're all AT&T ads for FirstNet for other users.
I've never seen a FirstNet ad in my life. I didn't even know they had ads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's only when you leave your DirectTV box for a while. It's when I go to my girlfriend's mom's house, so it's DirectTV. If we leave the TV sitting there for a while, it'll just start playing ads.
Wow.
And they're all for FirstNet, very like HBO, very AT&T synergistic thing.
All right.
Aren't there
Andrew,
billboards for FirstNet too?
what's that?
I thought I saw a couple billboards for FirstNet too.
I've never seen it, man, but I'll be on the lookout now that I know that those things exist.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for your time, guys.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Andrew. Call back later, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, man. All right. Next caller. Your name and the state you are calling from.
We don't right now. The people, they were on hold, but I mean, we could call them. Do you want to call them back?
No. Anybody who wants to call can.
There you go.
We like to give people a couple minutes, to kind of say what they want or ask what they want, and then, we get people rotated every couple of minutes. The goal is to get it to as many people as we can.
Carlos Veronica calling from Chicago, Illinois. Calling about DirectTV and Dish Network.
Okay.
Oh, you're on the air, bro.
Hello, it's Carlos calling from Chicago, Illinois.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, man?
I just wanted to let you guys know, AT&T and DirectTV, that kind of flopped, so AT&T is kind of letting DirectTV do their own thing again. Although there is, like one caller said a little while ago, a rumor going around that Dish Network and DirectTV are going to merge, kind of like the Sirius and XM satellite radio deal. One of them is flopping, so the other one's gonna take them up, or like QVC and HSN. Don't mean to go off tech topics here, but I'm just kind of like comparing merger kind of deals. One company's flopping, so the other one's gonna swipe it up. And the other thing is, as part of a good perk, I don't know if I can do a quick promo if that's allowed.
Yeah, go ahead, Carlos.
During the week of the 23rd to the 30th, coinciding with the opening day of baseball, T-Mobile is offering the chance for T-Mobile and Metro customers the chance to do that Thank You Tuesday things through that app for a chance to get the I don't know if it's the entire MLB season.
It's the entire season.
On them, or just like how these cable and satellite companies do, just a 1 week free promo, and then you'd have to pay for the rest. I'm not sure how that goes.
So it's the entire season of the MLB Extra Innings, or MLB.TV. So you get all the out-of-market games on your phone, your smart TV, or whatever.
Just another quick thing. Speaking of out-of-market and in-market, why doesn't? To me, this sounds crazy. If you're a true baseball fan, for me, it would be White Sox, but there are maybe other people here who are Cubs fans or whatever, in the case of Chicago. But if you have a baseball team in your city, you're blocked out from watching that game. But you can watch every other game around the country.
You have to watch. It's literally something to do with the regional sports. So, like for example, there's Bally Sports, there's Spectrum Sportsnet, AT&T Sportsnet, all the other ones, and you have to watch those on cable or Fubo or DirectTV stream, and that's just the context that they have. But from what I've heard, AT&T, Sportsnet, and Bally Sportsnet are likely going to file bankruptcy, and they are likely going to free those teams onto their platforms, from what I've been kind of reading.
I don't know about AT&T Sportsnet, but the Bally's is true, because I've heard about the Bally's going for bankruptcy as well.
Hey, Carlos,
AT&T is on the board.
Thanks for calling. We do have to move on because I'm up against it. I got to get to some more callers. But thanks for calling, and do call back at a later time too, man. Thank you. Appreciate you calling.
Okay, I'll do my best. Yep.
Thanks. Take care. Next caller,
right.
Let's get him in.
Bye.
All right,
And of course, let us know your name and where you're calling us from. What state?
My name is Christian. I'm calling from Missouri.
Hey, Christian. What's going on, bud?
So I'm have an opinion on the 800 megahertz. I don't think Dish should have to pay for it. It should have been given to them free, part of the merger agreement.
Nice. Okay, interesting. Go on.
So, Dish is in financial trouble, and the SEC should have helped Dish out more and forced T-Mobile to give up more of Sprint spectrum to them if they wanted this merger.
Yeah. You know, I think the solution would have been to give them, you know, a nice chunk of spectrum, actually, like a legitimate band, like 10 by 10 slice. You know, like, say, for example, in my opinion, the PCS. You know, T-Mobile has enough PCS for two companies. They have the Sprint PCS, the band 25, and then they have their own PCS, the band 2. The answer is in some of that spectrum, because that's a capacity layer, and because it's full powered, it's a full power band. It gives them a little bit of coverage with that capacity. You know, I think what the regulators were thinking was these guys need low band, and T-Mobile was not going to give up their 600 megahertz. You know, even though that would have been like the best case scenario for Dish, because instead of having 10 by 10 and 15 by 15, they would have gone 20 megahertz deep of their lowest frequency band, right?
Yeah. What the regulators could have done is made T-Mobile share the 600 megahertz for 20 years, and that could have been a solution.
Wow. Okay. So basically the same kind of thing like when T-Mobile AT&T merger failed, they got a 7-year roaming agreement with AT&T.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Great point, man. Nice call, Christian. Appreciate you calling, man. We're up against it. We're trying to fit in some people here on calls. So do call back at another time, man. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, Los, I think you said possibly you had one in the queue.
They ended up dropping off. So you guys that were in the queue, you guys want to give a holler back.
Yeah, and hopefully the folks out there understand. You know, if you have to hold for a couple of minutes, just hang tight. We definitely will get to you. We want to cover as many, you know, calls that come in as possible. You know, if you got questions or comments on the topics that we're discussing at that moment, we'd love to hear from you guys. All right.
Of course, bro. So let's see.
Right.
There you go. We got a call coming in now.
Let's do it.
Oh, I hit accept and they dropped off. So,
No worries. Call back if you guys want to. Let's move on to the next story. Los, you ready?
Ready.
All right. This one is from Fierce Telecom. AT&T's chief operations officer. 50 million homes deserve fiber. All right, Carlos. I have AT&T Fiber Dog. It's fantastic. B, you know how this has been life-changing for me, right?
Correct.
I no longer have to be shackled to the Cox Communications Company, which is absolutely garbage can residue. Okay, Carlos has seen me on Livestream go Hulk smash on the side of my house with cable coaxial from Cox Communications. And fiber changed my life, dog, and I really wish that it got to more people. The AT&T COO is basically indicating here that they don't want to stop at their goal, right? Their near-term goal. Their near-term goal for 2025 is 25 million passings or 30 million passings, something like that. They want to get to 50 million according to him. Yeah. So 30 million by 2025, I think is what they said they wanted to do. All right, so here's the way I want to do this. In your opinion, Brandon, when does AT&T get to 50 million homes passed?
Before 2035.
So over a decade.
Or it might actually be less. Maybe even before. I mean, maybe almost by 2030.
Yeah, it's time consuming. I think,
but
a legitimate estimate, I think a conservative estimate, you're probably right. Best case scenario, 2030. best case. That's like if everything works out. Lots of BEAD money, lots of subsidies and tax breaks and incentives and all of that. It's going to take forever.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they end up pushing that number higher as far as 50 million people.
Carlos, what do you think, man? They want to get to 30 million addresses covered by 2025. When do they get to 50 million?
By 2028, I would say.
Oh, so you think they're going to accelerate?
2028, I would say 2030 max, but
okay,
depending on the current economic times, it's going to push it back a little bit. I think if the times weren't as rough as they are starting to become, and with interest rates and all that, skyrocketing, then I think they would have got it done sooner, got some loans, and got it done a lot faster.
Interesting. Shay, you're just jumping in here. You want to chime in on this real quick?
Yeah, AT&T does not know how to build out fiber. That's the main topic. We've seen it with no radio. They have fiber everywhere for over a decade. This was before even it was AT&T fiber. It was Bell. And less than 90% of them are still on Spectrum. I don't know why.
Not here. That ain't the case in Ohio, dog.
That's a whole state.
No, but Shay, AT&T is actually growing out their fiber business. Like they're gaining 200 to 300,000 customers a quarterly,
right?
Yeah. But the problem is it's costing them so much money, and they've said
about the BlackRock partnership? What about the joint venture?
We have to see how much money, because they gotta give some of that money to BlackRock. They're not keeping all of it.
Fact.
Obviously. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they know how to do long haul. They know how to do back haul. It's just the residential is so goddamn expensive. You got to go from every street.
Bro. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Yeah. And the problem with this fiber is they forgot wireless. Wireless isn't even number one. And it's this.
Hold on. Wireless ain't bad, bro. It's not the best, but I mean, it's good enough, right?
It's their bread and butter. It's the same thing what happened to DirectTV. Randall Stevenson said, hey, we're going to DirecTV. We're not giving you the wireless.
Hold on, Ashay. Their bread and butter is their fiber. Their highest revenue stream is the wireless.
And that's what makes you the money.
Right, but it's like, okay, so if you had two cars, one was a Toyota Corolla that gets 40 miles to the gallon, starts every time, cruises the streets, no issues, no problems ever, right? But you got a Ferrari Testarossa in the garage that is so fast, right? It's putting whoopings on the streets, but it's always getting repaired. What's your bread and butter?
It's the Corolla.
They're forcing the issue, and they're making it their fiber. They're making it the Ferrari. So while they call it, like, we know the wireless is the bread and butter, but they say their fiber is, they're like forcing the issue.
but what I'm seeing,
but also keep in mind, AT&T wants everybody to have that bundle with fiber.
Oh yeah, like they're never coming in Jersey. AT&T has said that they will never step foot in Jersey.
Well, because Fios is in their area.
Yep. So that means for all the customers in Jersey, the only potential they have is wireless.
Carlos,
but they don't have any. They don't have any wireless backhaul because they don't have any fiber.
Let's see if we can get a caller in on this. Caller, let us know your name and what state you're calling from.
All right, you are on the line.
No.
What's going on?
Hello?
Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Like a hurricane.
Yeah, bro, let's see if we can maybe tell them to call back or something.
It's very windy. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we got another caller on the queue. Let's get them in.
No, we do not.
All right, call lines are open. 702-605-6551. Give us a call. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on any topics we've covered here tonight. If you got questions, comments, or concerns, let us know what they are. People have been saying that I've been making clickbait videos lately. Is that true?
Oh, shit.
Call me. Tell me about it.
Oh, damn. So, so you're daring them. You're daring them to call you out.
I don't understand. Like, isn't clickbait when you make a video and the title and the thumbnail don't match the content of the video?
Here, I'm going to start.
Yep, that's clickbait.
I've never done that before, bro.
I'm going to start it for them. Hey, bro, you're doing some clickbait ass shit, bro. There you guys go. Come on, get that smoke.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think he was calling in from the Windy City. I think he was calling in from like a vacuum out in space.
Oh shit.
Hold on, he's calling back.
All right, let's see if we can get him back in here. Caller, as you come in, please tell us your name and what state you're calling us from.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah,
buddy.
where you're at.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's just hard to hear you.
Sorry.
Out there.
Sounds like Austin with a hurricane in Florida.
Yeah, man, that's pretty loud. A lot of wind noise. Sorry, man. Try calling back later, maybe. Love to hear from you.
Stable environment.
Anybody in the queue, Los?
No, we're good. We're good right now.
All right, lines are open, folks. 702-605-6551. Go ahead, Ashay.
Do you think AT&T within the next couple years, focusing on fiber, they will have a network inferior compared to Verizon and T-Mobile? Because I could see that happening.
AT&T will never have an inferior network to T-Mobile, bro.
I could see that happening if they don't spend money on C-band and DoD. That could happen though within a couple years.
Oh, I mean they're spending money. The capex is up, man. Like even Verizon is kind of scaling back capex a little bit. Not AT&T, not yet. Their capex is still over $22 billion.
Yeah, Verizon's scaling capex because they're doing one fiber, so they don't need to rent that fiber. They own it.
Yeah, but AT&T's goal is to be at what 75% of their tower sites on their native fiber. Right, so they're more invested in fiber than even Verizon is.
Yes, but the problem is whenever I've talked to crewmates and I know people that an AT&T employee says, all right, we're gonna get this AT&T fiber. They don't get a fast pass to their own company. They gotta wait in line just like everyone else. Compared to Verizon, they get a fast pass. Oh, this fiber's down, boom, we get a new one. They don't have to wait for a couple months to get fiber hooked up to a cell phone tower.
Ashay, is this true? Or are my titles sensationalized?
No, they're normal titles.
All right, and I don't know.
The thing is, you're never gonna please everyone. You're gonna have to make it a little exaggeration. Because if you don't, it's gonna be a bland title. It's gonna be Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile.
You know what I should do?
No one's gonna click on that.
I should just literally just put the name of the company that it involves from now on. I'm just gonna put AT&T.
But then the problem is no one's gonna click on it.
And then they'll be happy. then the people that say they're clickbait and say they'll be happy. It'll just say AT&T. And then they're gonna be like, well, what AT&T? You know.
But see, what's your take on them wanting to approach 50 million homes?
I love the goal. I love the ambition. I just don't believe it.
I believe it.
I think this is really hard to do. The thing about it is, if the governments, local and state, continue to throw money at them, I think it gets done. But if the money dries up, then they won't. Absolutely not. You know, AT&T is looking for a majority of the funding to come from outside sources to do this. Like by majority, I mean like 51% or more. There's no way they do this on their own. They will never want to take on a grunt of 50 million passings. No way, no how.
You know, I think their mindset is very different compared to what it was 4 years ago. And the reason why I'm saying,
but it doesn't change the outcome.
Hold on, and the reason why I say that is because they realize that when the pandemic happened, that there's not a lot of people that had fiber or a reliable connection.
Great point.
And not only that, but people are also working from home, and they're like, well, why not give them fiber as well?
Yeah. Yeah, good point. That's a great point, Brandon. Well taken. Let's get a caller in here real quick. Carlos, why don't you bring him in?
He's in.
All right, caller, your name and the state you're calling from.
We are live, baby. This is Blind G Tech from North Carolina.
What's up, bruh?
What's up? Not much, bruh.
Listen, I don't know if anybody's got shackles on their feet today, but I'm sure it would be you if somebody did.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, let's hear it, man. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, you got me blocked so nobody can hear my hilarious comments about your shackles on your feet.
I ain't got you blocked, bro.
Oh, nobody sees my comments, bro.
All right, let me see if I can figure out what's going on there. I'll work on that.
All right.
Okay.
But I want to talk about some Boost Infinite.
All right, go ahead, man. Go in.
Let's keep it pride.
What? I'm angry.
Bro, what did Charlie do to you?
Bro, I mean, let's see. I was supposed to have auto pay going on what was it, the 4th, and then they changed it to the 7th, and then I'm paying my auto pay, and then I see Sneed headline that says they're gonna take my payment. Is that true, Sneed?
About payment problems?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are paying their bill and their services is getting desactivated.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Some people are not able to make payments. Some people are able to make payments, but are getting disabled anyways.
All right. All right. You might have to sit down with this, Steve, because I'm about to get pissed. So, okay. So if you set up a corporation, a business, and you're going to go into a wireless business, wouldn't you worry about locking down your stuff as best you can?
Absolutely.
I mean, let me put T-Mobile to the side here because I'll But wouldn't you want to work out your payment system so you actually get paid and you make your customers happy that they are paying you?
I 100% agree with you. And the thing is, what needs to happen, and this really needs to happen, is the FCC or any government agent needs to say, hey, if you have X amount of customers, you got to lock down your payment. No ifs, no ands, no buts. Once you get this big, you got to lock down your payments.
I mean, there are industry best practices for how to actually do these things. I mean, it's long, boring, disgusting white papers.
The problem is no one's taking fines. I bet you if T-Mobile got fined every time their data got hacked, oh shit, they'll be living, and not just a little fine. I mean, what the European unions do, 10%. Yeah. That shit hits. Once it hits your pockets.
You know what just happened? Their first quarter just went to. Yeah, I edited it.
Oh,
Hey, Blind G, what's your what's your screen name or your username? Because I don't see you're not blocked.
At Blind G Tech. Yeah.
All right, let me.
Yeah, because I'm trying to do comments and I hit somebody else up and they're like, do you see my comments? I'm like, no. Because I was gonna do the shackles on the feet thing. You know me.
Know you.
You know me.
Blind G. Is it all one word, no spaces?
No spaces. Yeah.
It says no matching users found. Blind, like at Blind G Tech, BLINDGTECH.
You might have to send him. How do you call that thing? The URL.
It's wild. He's not hidden. He's not banned or anything.
Yeah, because. Yeah, but I mean, I know you didn't intentionally do it because, like, one day you were reading my stuff, and the next day, I was like, wait, he's not reading my stuff anymore.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, it's YouTube.
Carlos, see if you can get me a
I don't-
URL. You see if you can give me a URL to his like channel name or whatever, and then I can copy and paste it and put him as an approved user. See if that'll work.
Yeah.
That's so weird. You're not hidden or blocked. I mean, there's like 50 people that my moderators have hit or blocked, but like it ain't nothing.
Yeah,
It's not yours. You're not on there.
I was like, I didn't do anything on your channel. I mean, Ricky,
No.
I might have, but not yours.
Yeah, we'll see if we could figure this out. That is messed up because I mean, you're a supporter, man. You're a friend of the show, and you know that's definitely not my
Hey,
intention.
bro, get a
I was
can you
about-
send me your link real quick, or just comment on one of my videos because on my channel, I always saw your stuff. So comment on my channel real quick.
Okay.
And by the way, sometimes the handle is
Alright.
not the same as like the channel name. Like they automatically assign
Oh.
handles, so it could be different now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
And worst comes to
I'm
worst,
not- I'm not
I'll
down
make
with
you
it.
as a moderator, and then that'll get you in.
Okay. I just
Okay.
show up on live streams. I don't know how to run this stuff.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. We're building it while we fly it, man. I understand.
But I mean, I'm like legit pissed about Boost Infinite because I've been pushing. Like, I think they could be like a valid fourth carrier if they get their head out of there. You know what? So,
Yep.
I need to get past these growing pains, bro.
Hey, Rella Fub, no offense taken. I don't get offended. If people are legitimately trying to help me and my channel, I will gladly receive and accept criticisms. My goal is to always make content that people enjoy and like. I'm always trying to get better and improve. I don't claim to know it all. I learn on the job just like anyone. And again, you guys are my audience,
There
so I
was
try
that-
to give you what you want. You know what I mean?
There was that one time though. No, that was a joke. Okay.
There was the one time.
There was
And the
that
second
one
time. There was a few times. Okay.
I think it was something to do with improving necktie and something about a bear, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
heard that was pretty clear.
Yeah. Yeah, that is crazy, man. I literally couldn't find you on the hidden list at all. We'll figure it out. I'll get
Yeah.
it taken care of. I wish you would have said something sooner.
I know where it is.
I wish you would have, so I could have tried to figure it out offline, when I wasn't streaming.
No, that's fine. Nah, bro, I wasn't around, and like this is the first time I'm like, oh well, he's doing a
Josh,
call.
thanks for
Why
calling,
not?
bro. We're going to try to take some other calls here, but do call back maybe on the next topic or any other time. We're just trying to get through some people.
All right, yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, homie. Appreciate you, bro. Next.
All right.
All right, caller, you're on the air. Name and the state you represent.
Hey, my name's Rob. I'm from Indiana.
Hey, Rob, what's going on, bud?
Good, man. I've been listening to your stream for a while. I used to comment on your posts all the time using my full name, Rob Brown.
All right, Rob.
But anyway, yeah, I was calling about, you guys are talking about, AT&T wanting to expand 50 million, and I think just it's because they see a better return on investment, in their fiber. Like, I'll give you an example. I live kind of rural actually, and we've had nothing. The only provider we had access to was Comcast for as long as I lived here, 20 years. And Frontier Fiber just came in about 2 months ago, and we already have about 50% of the whole neighborhood, switched over.
Wow.
And they're just leaving, because it was such an inferior product, and at least for our market anyway, they're giving away gig, symmetrical gig speeds for $45 a month for the
That's a good
first
deal.
year.
Yeah.
And how can you beat that? I mean, I was paying for gigabit on Comcast, but it was $125.
Yeah,
What?
and you were probably getting, 40 megabits up, right?
Yeah, I got 1,400 down and 42 up, and now I get a gig up and a gig down symmetrical.
Yeah.
And I pay $40, and I switched to DirectTV Stream. So
let me ask you this. Rob. Do you think they get to 50 million homes passed? And if so, when?
If they can do the build out, and that's where it comes down to. I mean, like around here, man, there was a major frontier expansion. I mean, they came. I mean, my house is located 15 miles away from their main distro point. I mean, that's how rural I am. And they ran all that fiber all the way out because there's a bunch of new neighborhoods coming in. But if they can get it in the ground, to service the people and pay these workers to do the work, yeah, absolutely. I think they can and will, but it also comes down to education of the customer too. I mean, like, for example, if I was, my parents, when I told them, hey, fiber is available at their house now too, they're like, well, why do we need to switch to fiber? Our Comcast works just fine. They don't understand,
Well, they often, as long as stuff is good enough, they don't like to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's exactly it. They don't, they don't like change. It's working for them. It works.
Yeah, they might be introducing new problems if they do change, right?
Right, but then again, I got a call 2 days ago. They were like, "Hey, our Comcast down. Can you come take a look?" Well, I got access to their account, and I loaded up the Xfinity app, and I said, "Hey, it says there's a node outage," and they were out, completely out. Nothing worked. TV, internet, nothing was out for 2.5 days because they were doing construction or something. And I'm like, well, my fiber's working. I don't know what to tell you, but it's just such an inferior product, and I think a lot of people, our generation, realizes the benefits of fiber, especially on the upload. I mean, God, I back up a lot of stuff for work, a lot of big files, and trying to do that on my old 40 megabit connection took forever. It took like a whole day to upload one file. Now I can do it in 2 hours.
Yeah, that's the greatest thing about fiber, man, is those speeds on both the up and the down. Rob, thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it. Do call back later, man. Appreciate that call. Thank you.
Yep, we'll do. All right, man.
Carlos, let's get our next caller in, man. And caller, when you come in, please let us know your name and the state you are calling from.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up? My name's Derek. I'm from Minnesota.
Hey, Derek.
And Sneed, I have a couple questions.
Minnesota.
Yeah, man.
Why are we touching those fucking kids? Why are we touching those kids, nigger? Why are we touching those kids?
What?
What?
What the heck, dude? What the heck?
Let's get on to the next caller, Los. Oh, first let me do the super chat.
Hold on.
Big Green, what up, bro? How much more reliable and faster will SA 5G be from NSA 5G? How long do you think it takes to fully transfer over to fully, I think, 5G SA nationwide network? Okay, so the advantage for moving from NSA to SA is going to be the wider singular channels, right? So you're going to get more bandwidth, and then also the aggregation of said NR channels. So all the great things that we got from the LTE towards the end of its life, you'll start to get out of the 5G NR channels too, right? So you can get channel bandwidth of 100 megahertz, and then you can aggregate. I think, what are they doing now? Those 4 or 5 carrier aggregation and testing?
Yeah, they're doing
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like the same things that made LTE advanced great is the same things that'll make 5G NR great. So, yeah, it's going to be huge. I mean, you're going to have combinations of mid-band channels, millimeter wave. Like Green, I know that you're a network guy like me. You know what I'm saying? So that's huge. When you start seeing the millimeter wave, the mid-band in combination. We know we're going to see Verizon doing that. T-Mobile's got a ton of spectrum that they could play with, but again, it's the principles of networking remain the same: wide channels and carrier aggregation, right? And actually, they should probably change the name from carrier aggregation to channel aggregation, in my opinion, right? whatever the technical terms are. Hey, big shout out to S Blue Tech. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming through tonight. Big supporter of the channel, as well as Berkey. Berkey, you're the GOAT, man. Thanks for coming through and hanging out with us tonight.
Hey, Steve, just a comment. People from Minnesota aren't like that. That's an exception.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. It's all good. Let's get you got another caller, Los? Let's bring him in the queue, man. Go ahead.
All right, caller, you're on the air.
Oh, and make sure you let us know your name and what state you're calling from.
Hello, caller, are you there?
Hello?
Hey.
Oh, the call dropped. Caller, call us back. Dang.
Yeah, give us a try. We'll try back.
Dang, dude. Because it has a system where it automatically, if you don't say something after a few times, it'll drop off.
Hey, thanks, Berkey. Appreciate the words of encouragement, man. We do our best. We really do.
There's this. Do you want me to put the next one on?
Yeah, let's try. We'll see if we can get it to work here. And callers, as you come in, let us know your name and where
how
you're
you guys doing?
Hey, buddy. What's
Hey,
your name?
I'm Michael Connell. I'm from Great Lakes, Michigan. How are you guys doing today?
Excellent, man. Thanks for calling, bro.
Sneed, we know you molested those boys and girls.
Okay.
They call from a new number. That's freaking crazy, bro.
So who are these people?
Ban caller. There you go. Ban. Damn, they got new numbers all the time, bro. That's crazy, bro.
I think they're doing the T-Mobile test drive again and again.
I think maybe it's the Boost Mobile hacking. I don't know.
There we got our friend Donald.
Okay.
Hey,
Big
Donald, you're on the air.
What up, Big Don?
I noticed something interesting about Verizon. One of the places where it showed crappy speeds on 5GW, it looks like they made some improvements in that particular Walmart as far as the coverage to that, because the uplink was several times what it used to be. And it smoked AT&T in the same location. It was giving me 3G speeds on AT&T on 5G, and or LTE or whatever. But on the visible plus line, it was giving me about 10 upload, 8 to 10.
I know you've been telling us about some of those improvements with the uplink. You seeing more and more upgrades across the board. So the mid-band, antennas and radios are going up.
Yeah, I'm noticing 5G UW. Most of the time I connect to 5G UW. It must be a tower far off because it's not officially mapped on my address, but I'm still able to connect to it. So that means I get unlimited priority on that connection, and I usually get around 8 to 10 upload or better on that. And I'm glad it's not DC, because then it would screw my battery and I'd get bizarre speeds, like it would get stuck on 20 upload and it would burn my battery up like crazy.
Yeah, big shout out to Ricky from RFK Tech USA. He loves that DC, aka intercell aggregation. He loves it, man. And he loves that C-band too. You know how he does it.
Oh, it's an S-band.
Yeah, Ricky likes to do things very technical, you know?
Yeah, what does the S-band, and if you add a hit to it, that would become a cuss word. S plus hit would be... Yeah, I won't say it on the air because I don't want to disturb anybody that is offended by it.
That's right, Don. That's right.
Well, I don't want to upset your daughter by having her listen to stuff she doesn't need to.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And thanks for calling, Don. Appreciate you. You've called in, I think, each week now on the show. So thank you.
That's good. I think I'll get off now. I just want to let you know that it's not quite as hellish as it was the last time, at least at that location. So that's good.
Yeah, improvements. We like to hear that, man. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I've noticed that more and more, Los. It feels like the N77 connection is getting more mature, more reliable, more available. It's getting better, man. That's good.
Oh yeah, it's maturing a lot.
Look,
bro.
I'm the type of person that has high standards, right? You're like me, Los. We like everything to work properly as it should. You know, we're hard on the carriers when stuff fails. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we still have to call a spade a spade. This connection has only been live for a year, right? 13, 14 months.
Yep.
You know, and it's pretty good. It's been good. Yeah.
It's very good. Very, very good. Especially when it's one fiber.
Yeah, facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Yep. Dan has actually seen really good stuff out there. He's getting like over 150 upload on N77. I'm like,
Wow.
golly, bro. He sends me this text with screenshots. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, I'm
That's
giant.
incredible, man. I see
bro.
like 105, 110 for peaks. 90 I see pretty regularly. 86, you know. 150, wow.
No, it's more like 145, but still,
That's
that's only
great.
a 60 megahertz
No, it
10
doesn't
gig
matter.
backhaul. Confirmed from a
Doesn't matter.
Verizon engineer that, that's one fiber. So,
Oh yeah, you talk to your Verizon engineer Edmund.
Yeah,
He knows all the sources.
Yeah, no.
Shout out to Verizon Engineer of the Decade, Edmund.
Bro. Cues, bro. Wow.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's take
All
another call, Los.
All right.
We got good people that are trying to get through.
All right. So it says this is David. Oh, hold on. It says here. All right. So hold on. Bring him in.
Yeah, caller,
All
let
right.
us know your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, my name's David. I'm calling from West Virginia. Hey, what's going on with Boost Mobile and AT&T and T-Mobile?
All right, so with respect to, like, when you say Boost Mobile, are you talking about the outage that's been going on and the problems? Or are you talking about, like, coverage and networks?
Well, all the coverage outages and the and what tires are you using now?
Well, right now, if you have recently activated with Boost Mobile, you're on the AT&T network.
Mm-hmm.
If you were active on Boost Mobile before that, before the AT&T deal, you might still be on a T-Mobile network. Right? So it kind of depends when you signed up, which network you would have access to. Right? They're trying to do all these new activations, pretty much are all going to be on AT&T until they can get their own network built out. Right? Like Dish has to build a network, and then Boost will go on that network once it's done. But for now, it's basically AT&T. Some of the older customers might still be on T-Mobile.
Well, I've been a customer for at least 10 years, so
Okay.
I'm probably still on the T-Mobile one. That's probably why I'm having a lot of outages.
I'm interested to hear, when did you last get a new SIM card from them?
Probably about 2 years ago.
Sounds like a T-Mobile SIM, Los.
Yeah, that sounds like an extended network sim.
Yeah, if your phone is compatible, and you can check that within a store, they can check the system. You might be better off with an AT&T SIM if you're having trouble with the T-Mobile network.
In West Virginia, you're better off with AT&T.
Yeah,
Okay.
AT&T's
Yeah, I
I'll
would
go
go
there
with
and check
AT&T.
it out.
Yeah, Carlos, what's the SIM card by name? Is it the
It's called
ATN?
the BTN. It's a black.
BTN.
It's a black card. It's all black, so you can't just tell them I want the black SIM card that connects on the BTN.
Yeah, try that,
Yeah,
David.
it's an all black one, so it's been in my phone, and they just
No, well, it's not the SIM card itself that's black. It's the card that it comes with when you basically one of these. This will be all black.
When you go into the store, David, just ask them, hey, I think I might be on the T-Mobile network. I'd like to see if I can get a newer SIM that'll get me on the AT&T network so I can have better service, and see if they can help you.
Yeah.
okay. Well, the one that they gave me was all black, and
What?
that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that feels like an old legacy one. I think it's worth a shot to maybe try a newer SIM from AT&T's access.
Okay. Alrighty. I thank
Best of
y'all.
luck
Y'all
to
have
you,
a
man.
good one.
You're welcome.
right.
Take care, man. Call back soon.
Bye bye. All right. Bye bye.
Hopefully it works out for him, man. It'd be good to have a success story. Comes in and reports good things.
There's a couple.
All right, let's get our next caller. Make sure you guys let us know your name and where you're calling us from.
All right.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
My name is Jonathan Wright. You can call me John. I'm from the heart of Dallas, Texas. And I was wondering, can you do you really think AT&T can get 50 million homes fiber connection? Because
John,
I really need the connection. I'm like 50 up, 20 down.
Yeah. Are you on DSL?
Yeah, I'm on DSL.
AT&T DSL?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that are in the same situation. They're basically stuck on DSL until AT&T builds out more fiber. There's people in Texas who literally are in AT&T regions, and the street 1 block away from them has AT&T fiber, but it stops literally 1 block
that's
away.
Bullshit.
See?
But that's some bullshit that you rape those little kids here.
Bro, are you serious? I have an idea. I think I have an idea who that is, bro.
No, but AT&T legit, they do a lot of skipping. Even in North Carolina, they go one street and then they skip a whole neighborhood. And they need to actually build it out.
I was having this conversation with Tyrone like 2 months ago, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, it's literally 1 building away from him, and it just stops. You know?
I'm even afraid for this.
You can even ask Brandon. You saw it on the left side of the street, they got DSL. On the right side of the street, they got fiber.
I hear this all the time, bro, and I feel bad for those people because it's close. You know, it's one thing if it's like 10 miles away, but it'll be like 10 houses away. That's the one thing I'm very happy about with respect to my neighborhood, is they did the whole neighborhood. They didn't leave like half it undone or half it untouched. They did the whole thing, which is good. And you know, they should actually do entire cities.
That's not even
whatever the funding is, whatever the municipality deals are, they should not be allowed to walk away from a project until it's completed. You know, and whatever it takes, man, it's a little additional funding, you know, budget it, you know, find the BEAD money, you know, the government funding to make it happen, to just finish these segments. You know, don't leave stuff undone, man.
I've seen houses legit where they built out the fiber on the poles, but the fiber is on the poles on those houses, but they just don't go to the house. They skip that whole neighborhood, but they already have the fiber there. All they gotta do is reach out and they'll be right there to the house, but they skip that whole section. How many customers do you think are on AT&T 5 gig fiber?
How many are like on that tier or that plan?
Yeah, on that plan, because I know a lot of people that got sucked into that 5 gig fiber. Yes. And these are average yes, these are average consumers, bro. Even Brandon knows someone in his family that did that.
Okay, as a percentage, I'd say it's less than 5% of the total consumer base is on 5 gig.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's more than 5%?
Bro, over here there were, I don't know if you know this, but there were YouTubers that were advertising, oh, if you're on 1 gig, that's not enough. You need 5 gigs. Not enough. Yes.
Bro, you know,
your
for
average
like
consumer?
90, you know, for 90% of, maybe more, like 95% of the stuff I do, I can't even go past 500 meg. The servers limitations are like 500 meg. And I'm talking about servers from like Azure. I'm talking Microsoft, like Xbox Live, Xbox Games. I'm talking uploading YouTube content. Like, okay, I've gig by gig symmetrical, right? My transfer rate's not 1 gig, it's 500 meg. That's not my connection. That's the bottleneck. It's the servers from which I'm uploading content and you're getting your data transfer. It's crazy. I mean, if anything, actually, if it wasn't for the pricing and the fact that I'm getting HBO Max for free, I would downgrade to the 500 symmetrical and I would just save the $20.
Yeah. I'll send you the AT&T ad.
Yeah,
says that.
They're just trying to find ways to monetize, so they're just going to do it with capacity and say, "Here it is," you know.
Yep, bro.
Dude, I'm looking at I'm looking at a bunch of posts that people have shared for me, in the channel comments and the mentions. That's really nice, bro. A lot of people actually are pretty active. Technoid, Lawrence, some people have been sharing my stuff, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Good people. All right, we got a caller?
No, that's my phone.
Okay. Okay, I thought that was a notification.
Well, no, there is one on the queue.
Okay.
All right, caller, you're on.
Make sure you give us your name and the state you're calling from.
Hi, my name's Roger. I'm calling from Pittsburgh. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. What's going on?
I love you guys' show.
Thanks.
Hey, I just wanted to talk a little bit about T-Mobile. I love the carrier aggregation. Getting a lot of good speeds here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably averaging about 400 down.
Nice.
Pretty good stuff. Yeah, I've been watching you and Carlos's show for a while now, for a couple years. Love it.
Well, how's that? How's the uplink and the latency on that SA connection?
The uplink's kind of sketchy, depending on where I'm at, But for the most part, I mean, it all depends where I'm at. But I noticed in the suburbs, the speeds are pretty good. Like places where you wouldn't expect to have, a fast connection. It's crazy.
Let me ask you
the only thing I can complain about is, yeah.
Would you consider using them as your home internet provider, seeing as you've seen them make strides on the mobile network?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, wow.
I was actually at the store and I was thinking about getting it. So
what's the
at my home,
your home internet
power
option
site,
currently?
I think it's $50 a month for T-Mobile.
What are you currently paying from your current provider, and what are you getting from?
I got a company called Armstrong out here.
Yeah, Dennis tells us all the time.
I got.
Oh shit! Here's Armstrong.
Yeah, I think we pay a lot for phone, cable, and internet. It goes up. I want to say it's like $180 a month. And it's like just basic cable,
Yeah.
It's pricey.
Have you been using any of the other carriers recently? Could you compare Verizon and AT&T in the Pittsburgh area?
I mean, I've had like showdowns with my buddy with Verizon, and I noticed that T-Mobile gets a lot more higher speeds typically, but I mean it varies, you know what I mean, location to location. But
so have you ever like heard some of the conversations we've had with Dennis out of Pittsburgh? He can speak to some of that.
Yeah,
Would you say that his sentiments are very similar to what you experience?
I don't know. I mean, he makes it sound like it's like T-Mobile is garbage out here, but I think they got higher speeds than the other two in most places here.
So you want to? This is an interesting thing here. My sister-in-law had T-Mobile for the longest, and then she tried AT&T, and she badly wanted to go back to T-Mobile, and she's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I've had them all, and like I won't, for the pricing and everything. I just, you know what I mean. I just like what they're doing, just in general as a company. I probably won't go back. But how about that outage though? It was crazy because I got T-Mobile, and my girlfriend has Metro by T-Mobile, and her phone wasn't affected at all by that. Like I couldn't make calls, text. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was so crazy because
on the phone,
Yeah, I just downloaded. Software update to Android 13. That's what I thought it was. I thought it like screwed my phone all up, but it was that. It's crazy.
Freaking crazy. Roger, right?
All right,
Roger.
It was nice talking to you guys.
Appreciate you calling. Good call, man. Call back soon, okay?
No problem. I will. Thanks. Have a good night, guys.
All right, you too. Take care.
You too.
Los, do we have any more callers or?
Yes, we do.
All right, we'll take one more call, man, and then we're going to close out the show. Let's end it on a good note.
All right, hold on. Let me adjust this real quick.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get it queued up. And then caller, as you're coming in, let us know your name and what state you are calling from. And then whatever your question, comment, or concern is.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, man.
Hi.
Hey, name and where you're calling from?
Bob Day. And
I'm sorry,
calling
one more time.
from
What was your name?
Bob.
Bob.
Yobi.
Okay. Hey, Bob.
And then I'm calling from Michigan.
Good to have you, man. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome, bro. How's your night going?
Not bad. You?
Kind of bad. No, I'm not gonna lie.
All right, man. If we can make it better for you, man, go ahead and question, comment, or concerns.
I hate niggers. I hate.
I was like, this dude is sus.
Dude, what the hell, bro?
Here's how that call went. Hey, I'm 18, and my voice is changing. And how you doing? And I'm nervous right now because I can't regulate my breathing patterns, and I'm calling Sneed, and
I literally have my thing on the. That's why I was like, you know what, to drop the call takes longer of a delay than just removing caller from the stream. So that's why I had it ready, bro. I've been having it every call I answer. I just have it ready.
But what I want to, I just want to breathe. That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah, bro.
But my name, and I'm nervous to call, and we did have a few good calls though.
Yeah, I've been banning all those.
It's all good. We're gonna that guy's gonna go down as breathing guy. You're gonna look back and say, remember the breathing guy?
Yeah. So that's I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna shut that shit down.
You know what's gonna be crazy is mom's gonna walk into the bedroom
and
be like, "What are you doing? Why are you embarrassing the family name? Go to your room. Go hide in the corner. Go serve your time out. Stop calling those men. Stop bothering those men. Go clean up your Transformers and go clean up your Ninja Turtles right now. Get all your G.I. Joes off the floor, Billy. Right now. Right goddamn now. Go clean up the G.I. Joes.
God damn.
I'm sick and tired of stepping on your G.I. Joes, Billy. Hurry up and clean them up, goddammit. But Mom, I was just no, Billy, shut the F up. Go clean up your room, damn it, and go to sleep. You got school in the morning.
There's literally 3, but I don't know, bro.
I can tell you how it's gonna go. It's gonna go like this. Hey, guys, it's me. This is Logan Paul. I'm calling because
Logan Paul.
Yeah, and I just cleaned up my Transformers. Bumblebee is in the closet now.
Oh damn! Wow, bro.
Oh my god, man.
Crazy.
You know what's crazy? I'll give them some respect, right? They actually called. Maybe they'll actually grow like a pubic hair or something by the morning. We'll see.
God damn it.
I mean, come on, bro.
Hold on. So Mac is calling actually, so I'm gonna let him in. Hold on.
What up, Mac? What up? Please regulate your breathing. Tell
All
us
right,
where you're calling from.
All right, you're on the air, Mac.
What's up, bro?
If you're keeping it civil, you're on the air, brother.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, Mac?
Hey, what's going on?
How's your breathing tonight?
So I heard you early. Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. So listen, I heard y'all earlier, and you were, asking about the stream titles and if you think it was clickbait.
Mm-hmm.
But I was talking shit last night, and I'm gonna own it.
Okay.
and on Carlos's stream. So I don't think your titles are clickbait, but I think that a lot of times you need to make sure that you're checking your sources. Because what you were, like, for example, the Verizon hack was complete bullshit. That was from years ago, and it was a blog site that was your source.
Yeah, bro. He did bring that up on my late live stream last night. He did.
But that's what gets the clicks. You can't just have a basic title.
Just make sure you're checking sources.
Okay, so in this particular case, the date was wrong?
No, so they're talking about an old story. That old story, but the source. So if you Google, for example, which I did, because when you posted the story, I went and I just searched and Googled it, and the only article that came up about it was that blog. And then when I did some further research, that did happen, but it was some years ago. So they were just, I don't know if they were just trying to get, people just be making shit up to get attention or get likes to their blog, and so.
I mean, I do see. I see some relatively recent hacks, but I already reported these. So, like the October one from 2022, that one was a credit card. I think we're at risk of being hacked or whatever. I remember a visible one from last year. This one was actually shared to me from Pete, who's a cybersecurity guy. So, I mean, it's very possible that, we can be wrong. So that's very possible. I'm not gonna sit here and fight you on this at all. It's not my intention. I just kind of report when people share things with me, and I just share them. The reason I don't call myself a journalist is because I don't have like legitimate contacts when it comes to certain things, right? So like when you hear me say things like my internals, those are people I trust, and I've been able to corroborate with multiple sources, right? But when I just report articles, it's simply just that somebody shared it with me, and I'm just kind of presenting the article, right? So I hope you understand my intention is not to mislead. It's just, presenting a talking point for something relevant within the article.
Yeah, I got you. And it's nothing personal. It's just but that's not the first time either. Like, for example, I'll give you another one, which I actually corrected you on, and you kind of ignored it. When you were talking about the AT&T, the price goes up after a year. They did away with that in February of last year. So it's all universal pricing now.
Do you know that I'm an AT&T fiber customer, sir?
You know that I am too?
Do you know that they raised my price after 1 year?
When did you sign up?
A year ago.
When did you activate the service?
A year ago.
It was before February 22.
It would have been December of 21.
21. Yeah.
Like December. So then.
So all you had to do was call in, and they would have explained that to you. But you kept, because I've heard it on streams after that, and it's you keep doubling down on that point. Because that's why you got the Verizon Home Internet, because you were like, oh, well, my bill doubled with AT&T, so I'm going to try the Verizon Home Internet. Well,
right,
if you had just called in, they would have explained all that.
Yeah, but I don't understand what your point. The outcome is my bill doubled. That's factual information. You're trying to turn it into a time frame issue. Is that what it is? Like, depending on the time when I signed up?
Because you've reported out that AT&T is raising prices after a year, which is no longer the case. AT&T, their pricing is stable. They've had stable pricing since February of 22.
Okay, so if you signed up 1 month after, like, let's say my neighbor signed up 1 month after me in January, their pricing would have been more expensive, but it would have been the national price?
So if your neighbor signed up, so say you signed up in December,
Right.
And you got that promotion. Yours is 60,
Mhm.
and they signed up in February 22. Theirs is going to be 80 for the
Mhm.
gig, but their price doesn't change after a year. So I actually have the same plan as you. I have a gig fiber, AT&T fiber. I've actually had them since 2017.
Yeah, but my price went to
And-
90. It went up 50%.
Yeah,
That's AT&T.
So that's not national pricing. You said national was 80.
It is. Did you call in since your price went up?
Of
If you
course.
called in, they would have corrected it.
Of course, because I see the comments in my comment section. So I took that information and I wanted to see if I could produce the same outcome in terms of the pricing.
Are you there?
Well, you might need to call back.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, I'm here.
I promise you, Mac, I am not trying to mislead anybody. That is the truth. They raised my pricing 50%. You know, I know you're telling me that it's national pricing now, but that's not what they did to me. You know, they didn't offer me the national price of $80. They increased my bill to 90. So, and I didn't know, what the terms of, that price increase was. All they told me was you were on a promotional price and your price increase after the term. And they told me it was going to be $90 moving forward. And by the way, they wanted to take away the HBO Max from me too.
Yeah, well, they do that because I actually had the same issue. I had the same issue. So I was on there. I had Uverse, I had fiber. I actually dropped Uverse and went to DirectTV Stream because when I called in, my promotion was up. And they switched all of that over. But my point in saying all of that. So the point of all of that is just to say that when you're presenting information out there, I'm just asking you to please do your homework and make sure that it's accurate because it seems like, there's some things where somebody told you something or, something happened to you and you're just kind of running with it and you don't know what you're talking about sometimes. And,
bro,
I disagree with them.
What happened to me on that pricing wasn't me reporting the national, wasn't reporting the national scope of things. I don't think they have national pricing. From the people I keep speaking to, they tell me different things all the time. They're playing it regional. There is no national pricing.
100%. When I worked at AT&T, 100%. They have every state has their own promotion for fiber.
If it was national pricing, Matt, we'd be in good shape, right? We would be on the same page. But I think they play it regionally and situationally so they can optimize, their margins.
They used to. They don't do that anymore. It's national price. It's national pricing now. That's
it is not. Bro, it is not.
If you look at their advertising, it is. If you go anywhere across the country, if you get gig internet, if you signed up today, anywhere across the country, it's going to be $80. That's it.
Okay.
It's
all right,
not
Max, thanks,
regional.
man. Appreciate
it's
the
not
call,
nothing.
bro. Appreciate the,
All right.
you coming on to, I guess, to straighten things out and be clear about what you want to indicate. So I appreciate it, man.
Hey, let's check it out. So what we can do. Thank you, Mac. We appreciate you, bro. Hey, what we can do is we can pull up an AT&T pricing and put like an address in LA and then an address in.
The only thing I want to see is if they've done away with promotions and if they indeed are going with, full national scale pricing. Because there was a point where I was told they were doing national pricing. And then I was proven wrong by somebody who literally showed me regional promotional pricing. So I was like, all right, I guess they're not doing national. I'm talking like a year ago. So just a few months after I signed up. Because somebody asked me what I was paying and I told them. And they're like, oh, that's funny. Because that's not the quote unquote national pricing people talk about. I'm like, yeah, they offered me this rate. I think I was paying $60 for the first year, and then literally the following bill after that December last November bill, it jumped up to 90. So, going from 60 to 90 put it at a 50% bump. And really it's not, and I would actually, like Mac was saying, if they had moved me to the $80 pricing, I probably wouldn't have said anything. but it didn't match the national pricing. It didn't match the 80. So I'm like, what the hell? Why would they just do an extra $10? All right, let's go ahead and take another call. We got one more. I think we got one more.
Yeah. So I'm pulling this up. So oh no, but this is DSL. Damn.
Yeah, see, it depends on your address if they have, fiber, Uverse, or if it's just the VDSL or whatever else.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on 100 meg DSL at one point. Back when I was at I don't know if it was our first or a second apartment, but yeah, we were on the Uverse DSL.
Bro, they have a 1 terabyte cap on DSL. That's freaking crazy, bro.
Which Los, they don't have that. I don't think they have that cap on the fiber.
Bro, not even CenturyLink DSL did that, bro. It was full unthrottled.
Mac brings up a good point though. He brought up like the sources and the things people say. It's hard, man. It's really, really hard to get 100% accurate information when you got a bunch of stuff that, like people share with me. People say, hey, Sneed, can you cover this in a video? Bro, people email me. They'll send me a link. They'll tell me, like, people email me and, hey, I work at Verizon. Hey, I work at AT&T. Hey, I work at T-Mobile. Here's what's happening. And I don't have any way to cross-reference it sometimes. And that's why sometimes in my video, I say this is not official. This is just somebody telling me this. We're going to follow this closely. We'll be on the lookout. I try my best, man. And I try to offer those, like, I don't know, freedom of liability. Like, sometimes it's just wait and see, But there are some people who I have used as sources in the past that are batting 1,000, and those guys I trust. You know what I mean? Because they've always been right, and I have no reason to think that they'll mislead me,
Yeah, bro, it's crazy to find an address.
What up, Gellert?
Trying to find an address, but we got a caller on the queue here. Let's see. Let's bring him on. It's gonna be
caller. Give us your name and tell us where you're calling from.
Hey, Sneed, it's MPT. How's it going? I'm from Michigan.
What up, brother, man?
I don't know, that last caller, you can miss me on some of that ish.
Thanks for calling, bro. What's going on?
I've been there. That whole like your experience isn't facts. Mine experience is. I went on their site and was looking, and yeah, it says $80, but it says pricing subject to change. Speeds may be altered. That's with a $5 like auto pay and paperless billing, and we can do this and that. And I'm like, that's not a price lock-in. That's not a guarantee, and it's different depending on your area. And if you're in Texas, Ohio, and some other states, there's all these other added fees they can do. And I mean,
there's a lot of terms, man. There's a lot of stuff in that fine print. Absolutely,
it's silly stuff. But I called because I was testing Visible, the Visible Plus plan, and I put it on my S23 Plus and was testing it out. And I don't like how they don't support dual eSIM like on an iPhone, so I decided to swap it over to my Fold, and it was so easy to move eSIM on Visible. I had no idea. Just go into the app and you just select and say change eSIM, put the IMEI in on the new device, and it switches over. I had no idea. It was quick, the fastest I've ever experienced. T-Mobile, you sit there, you're on with them, and they're asking all these questions. And with Visible, it's just the app. They send a text to your line, you put that pin in, and within 5 minutes it was good to go. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So if you have multiple devices and you just need a cheap line to move to test on different devices, being able to do that is pretty solid.
Very convenient. It's good stuff.
And Verizon has stepped up their game around here too. That's the amazing thing. Getting 100 to 150 down and 20, 25 up on Visible. And I mean, T-Mobile, if power goes out and people's internet are out, they get hit pretty hard. I get less than 1 meg. It's not even usable most of the time. I couldn't even get text to send, hardly anything to work the other day when our internet spectrum was out for a day here, and it was chaos. So Visible for backup will be my thing, and I like the way it works. And Visible
How's
Plus
that
seems to
hotspot
be pretty
experience
solid
for
in
you?
that lock-in deal. Obviously the 5 meg on that, but the thing is, if my internet's out, that's usable for what I need to do. I mean, I'm doing text-based stuff. I'm doing chat. I'm not going to be
keeps you functional, right?
streaming
Keeps you
4K.
connected. Yeah.
And then with VPN, with Google One, I have their 2 terabyte plan, and you get the free VPN. You can kind of bypass the video playback limit, and it's okay. I think for the price now, with a $10 discount for $35 a month, it's pretty hard to beat unless you're somebody that really needs those high-speed hotspot. And so, I don't know. It's also a good thing because of the variation of experience that I've had with Verizon, to pay $35 a month and not have to worry about you're paying $85 a month, and it varies depending on where I am. I'm willing to pay $35 a month to have it kind of as backup line, but right now it's just been difficult. It's the whole trust thing. I think that's one of the things that a lot of people stick with the carrier because they trust them, or they've had bad experience and they don't want to try something new, even if they've been told by a bunch of people it's gotten better, because then you go in and you pay high prices and then it's a problem. You got to figure out, are you going to leave, or are you going to do prepaid? And then prepaid experience is different than postpaid. And so but it's been good. I just wanted to call and chat with you for a bit. And that's kind of my thoughts for wrapping up the evening, and appreciate you doing the call-in stuff, and been learning a little bit about the whole eSIM experience with different carriers, and dual SIM with regular SIM and one eSIM versus what devices support dual eSIM. And it's interesting, and I would hope that Samsung and other Android manufacturers will kind of switch things up and get their eSIM working the way it does with an iPhone, where I can have my T-Mobile as my main number and just data and just toggle and not have to restart a device every time. It's annoying. You're trying to do speed tests and comparisons and having to restart a phone every time you switch between the different eSIMs is a pain in the butt. So,
Hey, Mike, thank
100%
you.
agree with that.
Mike, thanks for calling in. I appreciate you, man. Great insight, and thanks for sharing all that with us. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
that
and I
could
always
be a
keep it
whole.
clean. Sneed knows that.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Let's get to this from S Blue Tech Super Chat. Is it possible for the visible hotspot speed cap to be market-based? Mine is always faster than 5 Mbps. I think it's just by chance. Sometimes the provision works better for others. When I had it, it was always 5 megs. Others have seen 10, 15, 20 megs, so I think it just all depends. Los, we got someone in the queue. Let's bring him in. Caller, let us know your name and what state you are calling from. Thanks for the super chat.
I'm back again.
What up, Jay?
Oh, Sneed. So I pulled this up real quick. Sorry about that, Josh. So I pulled this up real quick. So this is Lakewood, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at
the fiber. Yep.
$80, and then I have another address here that I'm gonna put in. This is in LA. Well,
oh, good. So they're two very different regions. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
So then we can. It took a second to find some addresses, bro. I was like, dang.
Well, because some of them are going to be DSL and some will be fiber.
So okay, so it's the same price in LA area, but what I noticed the difference is in LA you only get the $150 reward card, but in Ohio they give you the switching cost. Well, they'll pay the switching cost from your other.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now in Lakewood, there's Spectrum and Cox, right? And Verizon does 5G home with millimeter wave, right? So your promotions are going to have to be better. But again, at least we're seeing the same price in those two regions, right?
Yeah.
The listed price is 80. So I'm good with that. So far, so good. Different promos, right?
Yeah.
But the pricing is the same.
Mr. Josh, what's going on there, buddy?
Hey, I got 3 things. Love this call-in format. I just wanted to say that because I forgot to say it earlier. And I was gonna say I hate your hold music. We're gonna have to work on that because it gives me PTSD from Verizon hold.
Wait,
And,
who is that?
The last.
No.
Oh yeah, the music. That's right.
God damn it, Carlos.
You know that's what had to happen, bro.
My eyes twitching, my hands shaking. I'm like, oh no. But,
His eyes are like,
the last thing I was like, yeah. The last thing, I just want to do a public service announcement for those immature young people and not so young people, I'm sure, that are calling in. Some of us like to watch Sneak with our family, and I'm sure you like to show his young daughter. So if you can grow some balls and grow some hair on them and be mature and not call in and do stupid stuff, that'd be great. Because I like to share this with my son because we share a passion for tech.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Throw that out there, Steve.
Yeah, we'll do our best to try to screen stuff, Jay. We're doing our best, man. For sure.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it to you guys. I'm just saying it to the people watching who apparently have mental issues.
Bro, it's like we're trying, bro. So we have the monitor, as you know, you called. We got the monitoring.
Yeah, I know, bro.
But either way, bro. Yeah, it's just fortunate.
Yeah, you can't monitor stupid, bro.
Oh, damn.
There's no filter for stupid.
No, there's not, man.
But I just wanted to throw that out there for the people that are watching. I think they're cute by the end of this. It's actually, I can't let my son watch the rest of it. And I'm sure Steve can't show his daughter later.
No, I can't.
Thanks for that, guys. Really nice of you guys.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Glad to do it. Happy to do it.
Yep. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blind G Tech. Yeah.
So we got another caller on the line. He's actually from the website link. So let's see here.
Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Caller, are you there? Well, I guess the website took a dump on him.
You cannot hear me?
Are you there?
No, you cannot hear me?
Okay, turn it down a little bit, Steve. Yeah, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. It hung up. So we got this here, Brian. So let's throw him in here. Brian, you're on the live.
Yes.
Hello? I can't understand.
You want to try calling us back, Brian?
There you go, bro. All right, we got one more, and then that's it. We're gonna shut down.
Emoji.
Yeah, we don't know. Hello, caller. Sorry for being on hold there on the queue that long. Can you say your name and state you represent?
Hey, SMT, this is Ben from Saraland, Alabama. I was going to discuss about the Sprint legacy customers.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, you know that most of Sprint customers' SIM cards are basically outdated, but I'm very few of the ones that still have it active on their line. But I know May the 1st will be the end of the time to transfer to the T-Mobile TNX.
Right.
But I was told by my dedicated expert that do not TNX your account through representatives or go to the store. It's going to become a time where the system grandfathers everybody over to the new plan, to the new system. But if you got an old plan that's grandfathered that's no longer available, the best thing to do is do not TNX. Do not migrate. But I have to TNX before May the 1st.
All right, so I think the disconnect there is, I think they're confusing a swapping of a SIM for a change to the account, right? Like you're concerned about your
Correct.
legacy plan, right? You don't want to lose that plan. You don't want to lose the features and the terms of all that. By switching your SIM or getting an updated SIM, it's not going to impact your account in any way, shape, or form.
No, the only thing that's going to do is put me on the T-Mobile SIM card system. But if I migrate, let's say if I go into the store or if I call a representative today and say, hey, I want to migrate my account, the plans that's available with the Sprint legacy customers are not the same as the migrating plans to the T-Mobile system. I was told do not migrate my account, but do TNX all my devices with the SIM cards. But if I migrate, I will lose my grandfather plan from Sprint, and I basically be getting a new current plan that T-Mobile is offering today.
So here's the trouble: is there's going to come a point like at the end of April and in May, where literally your phone's not going to work anymore. That SIM card will become disabled.
Right. On May the 1st, the Sprint SIM cards and any device will become disabled. If you TNX, you just carry on. But eventually the system will basically copy all your account information. Don't know the particular time frame because they don't even know. But they will basically
I was going to say they don't have
everything.
them assuming the outcome is speculation. It's going to be as accurate as you just guessing anything yourself. They have no clue, right? But
Pretty
what
much.
I can
I mean,
confirm,
right here,
the one thing we know, there is one thing confirmed. Your SIM card is going to stop working May 1st.
The Sprint SIM cards.
Yeah.
That's a definitely. So I got like 10 lines on my account. 5 is already being 10X.
When was the last time you upgraded devices on that Sprint legacy plan?
I would say probably about a year ago.
So, Carlos, from that 1 year ago, how long is T-Mobile obligated to uphold the terms of his plans?
Till April. Well,
So if they change his account, change his plans, and they put him on some kind of Magenta, and he doesn't want that, right? And he wants to leave, they have to unlock his phones, and he could become a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of see what I'm saying here. Is it Chris? Was that right, Chris?
No, I'm Ben.
Oh, Ben. I think that's kind of the situation is with this merger, Ben. T-Mobile owes nobody anything after 3 years from the merger close. So even though the fact that you just, signed on with device payments a year ago, they could technically change the terms and your plans, I guess, after the 3-year merger anniversary. And are you willing to just ride it out to the end and then just see what happens? I mean, you said you got 10 lines.
Yeah, that's exactly
that means
what
on
I'm
May
gonna
1st, 10 people's phones are going to stop working.
If you don't TNX. If I just
So are you going to do that? Are you going to go in the store and TNX your SIMs?
Yeah. No, I'm not going into the store. They're going to send me SIM cards, but they said TNX is totally different between migrating the account. Sure. TNX is basically allowing your devices to basically be on the T-Mobile network. The way the Sprint SIM card is technically set up now is that I'm roaming off of T-Mobile. It's kind of like they technically say we're the same company, but reality, they still separate companies the way that the network talk to each other. So when I look at my data use on my hotspot, it's saying I'm data roaming and I'm using my phone as a hotspot.
That's crazy.
Technically, that's what it is.
Carlos, is that what you see on your Sprint accounts?
I never paid attention to that detail, but on my regular phone, I know when I use that, it just shows regular data.
Okay.
I'm on the Sprint family plan.
Are you on a mobile device like a hotspot, or you got like a phone?
No, I got a phone and I got the little card dongle, the Sprint drive, but they already sent me a thing saying that they're going to shut that down. I'm not going to be able to use it as of April 15th. The app will be no good anymore.
So when you use your phone as a hotspot, can you use your Sprint phone as a hotspot?
Yeah.
When you do use your phone as a hotspot, does it show that you using your phone as a hotspot on the Sprint page when you log in and check your use?
Yeah.
Does it show it in red, like if he was roaming?
No, it just shows it normal. And I'm on the I'm still on the legacy Sprint SIM card too.
Yeah, mine actually shows it red. Now, when I look at my other with the TNX, that's where it shows it's roaming. But when I look at the Sprint, it's still showing it as normal. So when you TNX your SIM card, you'll see that when you got the T-Mobile SIM card, that all your data will start look like it's roaming off of the T-Mobile system. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Gonna have to get those TNX SIMs, bro. May 1st coming up quick.
Oh yeah.
Yes, right around the corner.
Hey, best of luck to you, Ben. I hope everything works out, man. I hope that, like, you know, hopefully they'll honor those grandfathered plans, and you can keep that rating.
I was told real higher up that if you TNX before May the 1st, you're fine, but do not migrate. Don't make no more changes to your account. Don't go to the store. If they call you, just don't respond. Eventually, all these accounts that the Sprint Legacies accounts will be grandfathered. Like, you wake up one morning, then everything be grandfathered. But you have to have a TNX T-Mobile SIM card in your device before your account will be automatically switched to the T-Mobile system. That was my understanding from the higher up.
Yeah, I think that's actually happening. The only thing is the perks, because I know some of the perks they're getting rid of it.
That's the only reason why I have
Amazon Prime. They cutting them out.
The only reason why I haven't done mine is because I didn't want to lose the unlimited data on the little Sprint drive. Because if I go switch it to T-Mobile one, then they automatically want to put me on the data bucket because they don't offer unlimited data on it. But Verizon and AT&T do.
Hey Ben, thank you for calling, man. I'm up against it. I gotta go ahead and end the show. We've been on for a while, but thanks for calling. Call back soon. You were a great call. Looking forward to receiving your next call, and thank you, man.
Of course.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Take care, buddy. Good people, man. See, this is why we do the call-in show, Los. Good people. You know what I'm saying? Billy's going to have to go clean up his G.I. Joes, damn it. All right.
Damn it.
Finish your chicken nuggets and your chicken tenders and your French fries. Eat your last little piece of pizza, Billy. Put on your PJs and go to sleep. Stop bothering those nice fellows on YouTube. Stop it. Go clean up get your shoes off the floor, Billy. All right, get all your socks. Round them all up, Billy. You got school in the morning. Do your homework. Read that book.
The phone line has been shut down.
You know, Billy right now is reading Mother Goose Goes Bananas. That last, novel for him. Mom, I'm reading a chapter book today, Mom.
Maybe we should have left the voicemail system on and see they left you some messages.
Nah, they didn't leave, bro. The only message I want to hear is that they actually grew a pube, bro. That's all I want to know. Is if they actually grew a pube. That's it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's right. Los, thanks for running the boards tonight. Ashay, thanks for hanging out. Big shout out to Brandon for coming on for a while. All the callers, you guys were incredible. Haters, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Go clean up your rooms. Eat your chicken tenders. Get all the G.I. Joes off the floor. Make sure you brush your teeth before you go to sleep. All those good things. Mommy told you to put on the PJs. Go to bed. Real men business over here.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and do the hashtags. We got hashtag Mod Squad, hashtag 2Live Crew, hashtag Replay Crew, hashtag Save the Bear. Carlos with the, should I bring it up? You were pretty aggravated on the last one. The hashtag, what was it? Hashtag Save the BB Dub.
Oh, oh man.
Let's see here. What else? What other hashtags have we done? Hashtag Ravioli Gang. All the snackers out there, people eating dinner. All the super chats that came in. You guys are the best. Thank you. Everybody for the coffees recently. Thanks for that. Also, if you're looking for a good deal on wireless service, check out our partner Mint Mobile. Link in the description. That helps out the channel when you guys do your purchases using that link. And that's it. Excellent show. March 9th. We won't be live tomorrow. I'll have videos all day tomorrow, but I will not be live tomorrow. We'll see you guys soon on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.